Hey guys, welcome to Nate and Greg's World. Today we are talking about American Airlines. Is it racist? We've uncovered a couple of articles here, so it's not just American Airlines, but apparently Delta Airlines as well, where some incidents happened and people are screaming racism, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, and the whole works. We're going to discuss that and give you a little bit of information on it while we give our opinions. So make sure you hit that subscribe and like down below and follow us on our other platforms. And so let's get right into this here. So apparently with American Airlines, a Jewish couple was kicked off the plane because they stunk.
Stank.
Yes. All right. So according to the story, what ended up happening was a Jewish couple ended up going and being kicked off because they were stinky. They smelled really bad. All the customers that were on the plane were like, yeah, look, they really, really stink. Like, it was bad, right?
Right.
I've been on airplanes many times, and I've had a couple of people that just did not smell really good. It's not fun.
No.
It's not fun at all.
No. I've been on an airplane where somebody threw up, and that's all you could smell the rest of the flight.
Oh, yeah.
Was the vomit.
It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But according to American Airlines, they said that several passengers on the flight and crew members complained of a bad smell, and they removed this Jewish family. Mm-hmm. But they took care of them. They put them up in a hotel for the night, gave them meals, rebooked them on the flight the next day, and, got everything sorted out so this way they can go and have a shower, get cleaned up, put some deodorant on, and smell a little bit better for the sake of everybody on the plane.
Yep.
But where the problem lies is, according to the lawsuit, apparently it was an airline's gate agent who allegedly said he knew that people of their race and religion only took baths once a week. Right. And that's where the problem lies.
Which, okay, that's racist.
Yes.
100%. That asshole needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Out, gone, whatever.
Exactly.
But you can't bring down the whole airline. I mean,
no.
Like, you're in a metal tuna can with no real air circulation, and we all know how BO smells.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sitting beside somebody or in a plane with somebody that has extreme BO. Like, if they weren't removed, I would be leaving and then saying, get me on the next flight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's ridiculous. And, it bothers me that they're calling racism on the whole airline.
Yeah.
Like, I get that person worked for that airline, but I'd like to see where he falls in the whole blame on this.
Yeah.
Because, in my eyes, like, they did the right thing by removing the family, right? And you can't tell me that American Airlines or Delta or America?
American Airlines for this one.
Yeah, so you can't tell me American Airlines is racist against,
or anti-Semitic in this case.
Anti-Semitic, against Jewish people. Like, how many Jewish people do you think fly American Airlines every year?
And aren't kicked off.
And how many stories have you heard of people? This has nothing to do with the fact they're Jewish.
No.
It's the fact they had BO. If anybody had BO, they would be like, no, you're not getting on this flight.
Yeah, because you're absolutely making the whole flight experience uncomfortable for absolutely everybody.
Yeah, it's bad enough.
Yeah. So, you know what? Clean up. Like I've seen people go and kick their shoes off and their feet stunk. Yeah. And it was bad. You gotta respect people when you're put in a plate like a if you're a confined space.
Fucking area. You have to be, for sure.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one there?
The other one has to do with Delta Airlines. Now, there's actually two incidents here, but they're being fined $50,000 for discriminatory removal of 3 Muslim passengers. So we have people, once again, racism, xenophobia, Islamophobia, and all this stuff here. Now, it turns out that the first incident, it occurred back in like 2016. Okay, right. This is when this happened. When a married couple boarded a flight in Paris to return to Ohio. Okay, And of course, the article makes sure that it goes and mentions that the wife was wearing a headscarf at the time.
Of course.
So what? Okay, that doesn't matter. But apparently, a fellow passenger told the flight attendant the couple made her very uncomfortable and nervous because she saw the husband insert something plastic into his watch and do something with it. The passenger described the couple, who are U.S. citizens, as fidgety, nervous, and sweating, according to the order there. The flight attendant saw the husband texting on his cell phone using the word Allah several times. Okay, I'll just say, for one, they use that a lot.
Sure.
Right? They're constantly talking about it. Whatever. But they were removed, screened by the transportation department. But then the captain later refused to let the couple reboard the plane after they were interviewed and cleared because the flight attendants were uncomfortable having the couple on the flight, the order said.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's touch on that first, okay? The passenger, okay, could very well have some Islamophobic, xenophobic, racist ideas going on, all right? Fair enough, okay? But here's the thing. They were already on the plane. They were removed from the plane because of things that flight attendants and customers, they felt were uncomfortable, right? We're making people nervous and stuff like this. Right or wrong, okay, you now have an entire plane crew, right, and with customers and all this good stuff that have seen this couple who were apparently acting a little suspicious, removed, but then they're supposed to be being brought right back on to go and sit in a plane for 7 to 8 hours.
Right.
Okay, that's not fair to that couple, and it's not fair to the rest of the people, right? Because now you have this air of suspicion running through the entire cabin.
Right.
Right? Whereas this couple who was, put on a flight the very next day, or the next flight out, could have gone on that flight, not a single problem. Nobody would have known what had gone on the day before or anything like that. Everybody would have been comfortable. It would have been a nice, peaceful flight. But you're sitting there for 7, 8 hours thinking, wait a second, did that security guard do the right thing? Okay, this other passenger noticed this. The flight attendants said that, yeah, they seemed nervous and fidgety, and stuff like this. So everybody's already a little bit heightened. Okay, and yes, there might, as I said, there might be some xenophobic, attitudes, some Islamophobic attitudes, but still, if I was on that plane, if I was doing something that made somebody nervous, okay, and then I was taken out and the captain said, yeah, dude, sorry, you're going to have to get on the next day. Yeah, I'm going to be a little upset because I want to get the fuck home, but at the same time, that would probably be a better thing than going back on that plane, because then I got all eyes on me for the rest of the flight. That's making my flight, the 7, 8 hours it's going to take to fly back home, extremely uncomfortable.
Right.
For me and everybody else on the plane.
Yeah. Well, maybe everybody else, maybe not. Maybe a lot of people be like, oh, whatever, like, no big deal. But
yeah,
this is it's hard, right? I mean, the world has completely changed when it comes to this. For anybody, there's so many people out there nervous, and, we all know it's because of 2001.
Yes.
And what happened, right?
Yes.
9/11. That changed it all. And it didn't change it better for Muslim people,
no.
Right? And, people that are intelligent and educated understand that it's a very small percentage of Muslim people that are terrorists, just the same as any other terrorist from any other country.
Yeah.
It's like the loud screamers here on the left.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a small percentage, but they're pissing everybody off.
Or the far right. It's actually a small percentage of people who are actually competent to think about this.
But the thing is that you can see it from all sides, right?
Yeah.
I don't see what they did as right or wrong.
Yes.
Right? Because, if you saw people doing something fidgety,
yes.
If you saw them doing something kind of weird, regardless of the religion or race, it's going to make you nervous.
Exactly.
Right? It's going to make you nervous. Now, is it going to be blown up bigger because they're Muslim in the world today? Yes, probably. Is that right or wrong? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? It's not fair.
No. No, you can't lump everybody into the same basket.
No, of course not. But again, like you look at the fact that what happens if the airline says, okay, we'll jump on, or ignores these passengers and the flight crew saying, hey, we just witnessed something with these people. It's making us a little bit nervous. This is what we saw.
Yeah.
And, you know, Delta or Delta, right?
Yeah.
Says, whatever. It's nothing. It's no big deal. Like, guys, come on, knock it off. Like, stop.
Yeah. Stop being xenophobic, Islamophobic.
Right. And then it happens that these are the 1%.
Yes.
That are terrorists.
Yeah.
And they do something on the plane.
Yeah.
Right? Now, Delta's fucked because of that.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, we tried to warn you, you know.
Yeah, so, because then you know the investigation's going to be like, before this flight took off, passengers and flight crew complained to Delta Airlines that these people were doing fidgety things and witnessed them doing stuff, and the airline didn't do anything about it and let them on the plane anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you sons of bitches. Right? Like, there's no winning in this. There's no right, wrong. Like, again, it goes back to that we talk about all the time, this gray area with everything.
Yes.
Right? It can't be 100% right. It can't be 100% wrong.
No.
You have to make judgment calls.
Yes.
And when you put people in power to make those judgment calls, you can't fucking attack them all the time.
No.
There's a difference. Like, again, I go back to how many Muslims or people from the Middle East fly every day.
Yeah. And how many are kicked off?
And how many are kicked off or told they can't fly?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, 2016, 2.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? So
well, actually, no. There's a third. There's a third.
Okay,
so let's talk about the third.
3 in a year.
Yeah.
Right.
So the third one. Okay. What had happened is, passengers at the departing gate told Delta's flight crew they observed a man making significant eye contact and later speaking with a person of similar ethnicity in the gate area. The person he spoke to didn't board the plane and appeared to have given him a small package. Okay, so somebody's being given a small package by somebody else who's not getting on the plane. Okay, it could be just, oh, here, take this to your kid, you know. Sure, we'll go with that.
Right.
Right? But then the problem is, you know, at the captain's request, the flight crew, you know, went around and noticed anything remarkable or anything like that, no red flags. But then as they're getting ready to depart, returned to the gate after the flight attendants expressed without any intervening incident that they remained uncomfortable.
Right.
Okay? So they remained uncomfortable. But here's the other thing. The guy was apparently, switching seats, moving around, acting nervous, and all this stuff here.
Right.
Okay?
Which could just be because of flying.
It could be. It could be.
People get scared.
But
maybe he was switching seats because he was at the window and doesn't like the window. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And that could very well be the case. But here it is. You have someone who was apparently given a small object or something like this, like a small package, moving from seat to seat, acting all nervous and stuff like this. You're not going to take the chance.
No.
You got to return, say, sorry, you know, we're going to go back. We're going to check things out, you know, and stuff like this.
Well, did the captain make the right or wrong call on both of these? To me, that's a non-issue because the captain is left in charge.
In charge of
to
the
make
safety.
The safety of everybody on board that plane. So if they feel that people don't feel safe, don't feel comfortable, or maybe they don't feel safe because of the situation, you can't yell at them or blame them for making a decision.
Well, and here's the thing. Let's go back to the couple that got kicked off. It could have been that he was making a safety call for their benefit.
Right, because now you attack them on the plane.
Yeah, you now have all these people that are already suspicious, right? Have these attitudes about this couple that have been taken off, but now they're brought back on. The rest of the passengers are freaking out a little bit there. And as I said, 7-8 hour flight, okay? Who knows if somebody's mind is just going to eventually go. You know, and then you have a problem somewhere over the Atlantic, you know, with passengers trying to take out suspected terrorists. Right. You know, that's a hell of a thing to do.
For sure.
Right.
You look at this flight. How many people get kicked off flights every day?
Yeah.
Quite a few. because they do something or they say something or they act a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
And the captain makes a decision like, this person isn't flying on my plane.
Exactly.
Because he's a threat to this flight, and I got to think about everybody on board. I can't think about my own personal stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Or what people might say or think about my decision. No. I have to make a decision.
Yeah.
So when you, again, I go back to, like, this reminds me, like, there's all these people that are you have to make this decision, keep people safe.
Yeah.
And then they make a decision and people don't like it. And
Yeah.
they scream racism, they scream this, they scream that. Because I go back to this pilot. How many Middle Eastern people do you think fly on his plane?
Yeah. A lot.
Thousands a year?
Yeah.
And because he refuses service to 2 or to 1,
Yes.
he's suddenly racist.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, come on.
And so is the rest of the airline.
So is the rest of the airline.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, if this pilot, every Muslim or every woman that wore, a
Headscarf. Yeah.
headscarf or whatever, he's like, no, they're not getting on my flight.
Yeah.
Okay, now you've got something.
Exactly.
Right? Now this person needs to be fired and
Yeah.
whatever. But when you make that decision on a couple or a single person once in
Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
of you, what is this? What's the problem?
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's a little bit ridiculous, as I said, and as we've said in other podcasts, a lot of people are looking for the racism. They're looking for all the phobics, all the isms, all the, discriminatory stuff. They're looking for it. Stop looking for it. Let's look outside the box and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay? Safety, comfort of all the fucking passengers.
Yep.
Okay? How often is this fucking happening? Well, every day we go and we take off every single Muslim that gets on a plane. Okay, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Okay? American Airlines don't let Muslims on planes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
that's an
we got a
issue.
problem.
Yep.
But, it's the safety, the comfort of all the passengers on the plane. If you have to make a judgment call, you make a judgment call. You do the best that you can in the situation that you have.
In those situations, you're not looking at the
Yeah.
cultural background, you're looking at the behavior
Exactly.
and the complaints.
And that's what both that's what Delta said. It was a behavioral thing. Mm-hmm. That's what we were going off of. It had nothing to do with race. It had nothing to do with religion. Mm-hmm. It was going off behavioral.
Yeah.
Right. We noticed the behavior and stuff like this. And to help explain, earlier on the two there, apparently it said that the flight attendant, tried to go and be like, "Hi, how you doing?" And smile at him and stuff like this, and these people won't smile back. Flight attendants, the reason that they stand at the door and welcome everybody on and look at everybody and give a big smile and hi, welcome, and stuff like that, is to see what your reaction is.
They're vetting them.
They're vetting them right there.
Yeah.
They are trained to do that, right? Mm-hmm. So if you come on and you're already looking like a shit pump, they have an idea. Okay, either they're tired or there's another problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I know every time I got on a plane, no matter how tired I was, they're like, "Hi, welcome to Lufthansa," or whatever flight I was taking. I'd be like, "Hi." They're like, "Oh, are you tired?" Very tired. Just want to get in bed and go from there.
Yeah.
There was that, but that's what they're doing. It's not necessarily that they're actually welcoming you to the aircraft. They're checking to see, is this person going to be good to go for the rest of the flight?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Are we going to have problems with this passenger? Because if you come in, "Hi, how you doing?" Fuck off, just get me to my seat. Okay, we're probably going to have a problem with this person. Let's keep an eye on them before the doors close.
Yeah.
If we have any more problems, out the fucking door
You're
you go.
gone. And that happens every day on flights. I've seen people
every day
be taken off flights.
Yeah.
Like, you can't fly. They're too drunk or whatever the case is,
Yeah,
right?
Too drunk, belligerent, and as I said, you're going on a 7-8 hour flight. Okay, it's one thing if you're doing like a 20-minute hop, from like London to Toronto, something like that. Okay, can I put up with this person for 20 minutes? Okay, I can do that. Am I going to have problems with this person on a 7-8 hour flight? There's a good chance of it. Okay, get them the fuck off the plane until they can behave better.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, I feel bad for this couple. And I feel bad for the single that it had to happen to them.
Yep.
I'm sure they're good people. I'm sure they're nice. But I also am glad that there's people out there willing to put their necks out there.
Yes.
For all the people yelling and screaming to keep people safe.
Yeah, exactly. And just one other thing to add on, because I just thought of it too. People have a hard time with like all the security screening and stuff like this. You know what? They want me to walk through butt ass naked. I have no problem walking through butt ass naked. I know no one wants to see it, but I have no problem doing that because I know they're checking to see, am I bringing anything onto that plane, right? It always pisses me off when I'm going through airport security and you have that one person, well, what the fuck do you need me to take my shoes off for? Fucking blah, blah, blah. What are you hiding in your shoes, motherfucker?
No.
You know? They're doing this on behalf of everybody that's on the plane, making sure that everybody is going to be safe.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't give a fuck. It's not racist. It's not fucking ism, phobic of any kind. It's They have a job to do to make sure that the right people are getting on the fucking plane and that it's going to be a safe flight for all.
Yeah.
It's that fucking simple.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if I go through security with a shaved head and tattoos on my head,
yeah,
and Doc Marten boots and a trench coat,
yeah,
they're going to look at me a little bit harder.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So,
all right. Well, anyways, folks, what do you guys think? You know, is Delta or American Airlines, are they racist, anti-Semitic? Did they do the right thing? Did they not do the right thing? What's your opinions on it? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell icon to stay up to date with us, and make sure you check us out on our other platforms. Till then, have a good week.
later.
Why are you so offended?